Something I want to talk about today is how to see the light when you're standing in the darkness. It's something that I frequently forget because you can premeditate, you can try to establish a routine or narrative when things are positive of, oh, this is, this is what I'm going to do when I'm sad. Or you can read or watch things on, how to really deal with those dark times. But that's typically when you're feeling okay. And then when it actually starts to hit you, it feels like all of those premeditated, correct thoughts of how to just sit down and deal with those negative emotions feel like they get whisked away. And that is something that's really been affecting me lately with coming back to YouTube and making content. Something that I mentioned previously in an old video, which it feels like I talk about this guy frequently now, is my friend who passed away from suicide, Spire, back in 2017. I mention this a lot because it was his dream and mine together that we both would become YouTubers and do this. And I stopped doing YouTube. I stopped partaking in online activities like in 2018, 2019. And I went to college. I had like a nice senior year of high school. I just really tried to go all into a social life because I didn't really have that when I was younger. I didn't have the confidence to even be okay with doing something like that. And the internet gave me that confidence. But that means I stopped making videos. I stopped doing all this kind of stuff that I loved. And Spire was a big, big part of that. And so coming back to all of this, it has honestly really affected me. I think about this guy all the fucking time now. And something I always forget is how to see the light when you are going through a tough time or thinking about a negative memory. And I wanted to share that with you because I'm reading every single comment you guys are leaving and I'm trying to respond to every single one of them. And I see that a lot of you are going through some shit too. And it hurts me to see, but it's also kind of lightens my day a little bit when I wanted to be a big YouTuber where people would watch my stuff and connect with me and be happy. And I only have 200 subscribers and I'm getting comments of people sharing their thoughts with me and communicating with me and telling me that my video helped like cheer them up, or like I'm getting so many people say like, God bless you, or like I have you in my prayers. Like, how fucking awesome is that already at 200 subs? Like, what the fuck? That's so awesome. So I hope this can connect with some people. Would you look at that? I'm on peaceful mode. Yeah, and I want to connect with some people. I thought this would be a good thing. Because it's hard. It is hard when you're faced with difficult thoughts and when you're faced with, when you want it to stop. You're tired of the pain. You're tired of just these negative emotions overwhelming you. Everyone just wants to be happy. So those moments they're tough. And I get it. And the big question that a lot of people have is like, how do I stay positive when all these bad things are happening? I think it's interesting because I didn't learn this from my parents. I didn't learn this from anybody. I learned this from like books and self-experience. God, I wish there was an adult who just sat me down and said, hey, this is it. This is how you think when things are going awful. This is how you think when, how is that not a normal thing? Anyway, but for me, what I like to do is really desperately try to see the silver lining. I really desperately try to see the good things in every day. When it first hits you, it's hard. For me, it feels like I have a house of cards and someone just blew them over. And if something bad happens, it takes me a few hours to collect my things and collect my thoughts. But then once that does happen, I do feel like I start to build that house of cards back. And I do remember what to do. So I hope this can resonate with you, and I hope you can use this in a future moment if you don't know what to do. And if you do, and I don't mention anything substantial that you thought, please leave a comment, and maybe you could help somebody out. Life is, it's beautiful. Even in tragedy, even in the pain, life is fucking gorgeous. And I know it's hard originally, but after those few hours have passed, and I want you to find a silver lining. That's something for me that's just been really, really fucking helpful, is to be able to find a silver lining in every situation. For example, with my friend who passed away, my silver lining in that, whenever I get overly emotional about it, is like, hey man, I know it's I know it's really painful for you, but think about how awesome it is that he made such an impact in your life. Think about how spectacular that is, that you cared about him that much and you guys had such a strong connection that you get the chance to miss him. Sometimes relationships just end, and they end in the most negative way possible. And two people who once loved each other absolutely despise themselves the next. The fact that that chapter in your life is over and you have nothing but positive things and you're grateful for the time that I spent with him. And that provides me a bit of solace. If you are in a lot of pain and you don't feel like you have a lot of people around you, I urge you to get a pet. I urge you to. Like, at my house, I have 2 dogs, I have 3 cats, and I have a fucking bird. God, there's just so many beautiful little things in life that I feel like can jumpstart you and put you on the right track of thought for the day. Like, it's almost ridiculous how simple and stupid human beings can be sometimes. I will go through the most hectic day and have the most just negative outlook. When it's interesting because I've been reading Stoicism, and they really try to dial in the do not harbor hatred and don't let things get to you. But you know what? Like, I'm still a young guy, and I have not, of course I have not perfected Stoicism. Those things do get to me. But then I come home after going to the gym or something, or you know what? Maybe I didn't go to the gym and I decided for that whole day, man, I'm just going to fucking lay in bed. Fuck this. And I don't do fuck all. Or I get on my computer and instead of pursuing my passions, I just sit there and watch a video or watch a TV show. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh shit, I got to feed my bird or I got to feed my dogs. And then in those times, I sit down and I actually give them attention. It's the little things they fucking do, man. For my bird, I fucking feed it. And then I like put my hand in its cage to move its food around or take its water thing out. And then like the second I put my fucking hand in there, its little beak moves towards my hand. And I can tell like it's asking like, hey, can you pet me? I don't know. Just stuff like that like actually gets me going. And it reminds me how beautiful some things are. Life is filled with so many beautiful things. You just have to give yourself a chance to actually feel it. You don't even let positive experiences come into your mind and you let the negative thoughts consume you. And you don't even give life a chance to surprise you with beauty. You have to set yourself up for that. Like, it's a thing in business too, where a lot of people see people get rich or get success and they're like, oh, that motherfucker got lucky. Like, it was an overnight success for him. Like, there's no way I could be that lucky, right? But that's what you see on the outside. And a lot of people who are thinking that haven't set themselves up in a way where they even have the chance to be lucky. And I think it's the same thing in life. Like, are you building structures in your brain? Are you building structure in your life to enable you to even be happy? Or like, I know times are tough, but are you even giving yourself a chance to be surprised by how beautiful life is? Being hateful towards it. Like, there's no reason for that. So for you out there that are hurting, who, watch my videos or are, gonna watch this one, what do you like? What do you appreciate? What are the small things that you can find in your life that help you see the light? Because sometimes that darkness is so overwhelming, but sometimes humans are so simple that something that small can completely, drastically change your way of thinking. And this is like step 1, right? Like if you're someone who loves nature, go to the beach, go to a forest, go for a walk, go to the zoo, go to an aquarium, like if I go to the zoo and I love birds so much because of my cockatiel. I literally went to the aviary and was almost brought to tears. Like, you can ask my girlfriend. I literally was tearing up. Like, it wasn't that I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Like, no, it was just like, I guess it was, right? It literally was like that. I don't know. I just saw the beauty in it. And I really just stood there and just took it all in. And I was literally like, oh my God, these are such beautiful little creatures. That it touched me so much that even if I was in pain or in the most negative of situations, it was like that little scenario could have changed my entire outlook. So that's like step one, you know? If you like nature, go for a walk. Like, get yourself out of that funk. Or if you've moved out and you have a very good relationship with your parents, reach out to them. Like, it doesn't even have to be a situation where you're directly talking to your parent about how sad you're feeling. You literally could just have a moment where you guys connect. And that could be the most beautiful part of your day. And that's step one, right? Step two would be like, you know, for me, it's stoicism. I've felt that helps a lot. But I don't feel like I'm, you know, well versed enough on these subjects to really give you a full rundown. Like, I would say for me, it was stoicism and philosophy. But a religious individual, you could do the step one of, you know, going for a walk, and then step two, resulting to, you know, your religious texts or teachings, or watching people talk about it. Like, just so then you can get that reset moment, and then over time on that step two, you build up those personal thought patterns for how to feel better and how to see the light and how to, you know, maybe what happiness looks for you, like what happiness looks like for you. You're capable of overcoming this negative emotion that's completely swamping you right now. You're also capable of finding interests and allowing those interests to steer you in a more positive direction without being consumed by that darkness. So I think I'm going to edit in a little video at the end of here. I'm speaking before I even edit this, but I definitely will. And I hope you like it.
Pick up the phone and call a loved one. Tell me you love them.
Hello. Hey, what's up, Dad?
Hey, buddy. What's up?
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, nothing much. San Diego and Los Angeles.
Nice. I'm at the library. Got a meteorology exam tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I've been meaning to ask you. We've been talking so much. How how's it going?
It's not too bad. It's pretty good so far.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to call and say I love you.
Oh, well, that's awesome, buddy. I love you too. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, I love you more.
Make me cry.
Oh, don't
Just
cry.
calling to say that. I know. I just thought maybe something was up or something.
No, just hanging out.
Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling.
All right, I'll let you get back to the game. I love you.
Well, I'll let you get back to studying. I love you too, buddy.
Sir.
Have a good day.
Yep. Sir.
Thank you for listening in. Tell a loved one you love them. Like, actually tell them. Tell an old friend that you miss them. Reach out to an old friend. Tell a current friend you want to hang out with them. Tell them that you love them. All right? I appreciate you. Bye.